Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do Leetcode bi-weekly challenge. First question, count days spent together. As it is marks, it is easy level question, but the thing was that while solving in that contest, I was I was required to first convert the days and then convert those dates into integer, means some string to integer and then adding them up and so on. So it took a lot of time for that particular. So my answer simply became such a lengthier answer. So it was like that only during the time of contest. But after contest, now the answer which I am presenting you, it is much shorter version of that particular answer. So that's the whole scenario, and what all has been changed from exactly what I've used, what I had thought at that particular moment. That also I'll let you know in the solution. But let us first start with the reading of this question, then time constraints, and how to come up with the approach of this question. So let us start. Okay, 1 minute. Yes, I'm just required to change the alignment of this. Uh, so that's why I just want to check. Yeah. So now let us start. So here we are given with, means to be precise, if I explain you, then in this we are given with basically the starting time of means in a particular city, both Alice and Bob are living for a particular time, and they arrived at that city. That time is being given to us, and when they left that city, that time is also being given to us. So arrive Alice is that month. Basically, it is in the format of month, date. So arriving time of Alice is being given, then leaving time of Alice is given, then arrive time of Bob is given, and leaving time of Bob is given. So what we are required to return is, we are required to return the total number of days which they have spent together in that particular city. Basically, not only the timing of the Alice and not only the timing of Bob, but the common time which is being spent by both of them in that city altogether. That's the thing which we are required to return. So this is the thing which we are required to return in this question. So here, as you can see, that you are given 4 strings: arrive, Alice, and so on. So Alice will be in the city from date this to this inclusive. Basically, we are required to count those dates as well, and same goes for the Bob as well. So each will be a 5 character string that I have already explained how it would be. So we are required to return total number of days that Alice and Bob are in Rome together. So Alice and Bob together means intersection dates we are required to return. That's the thing which we will be doing here. And you can assume that all the dates occur in the same calendar year, which is not a leap year. So according to this only, we got we were able to figure out that this is what we are required to check for each month. Means basically in the Feb there won't be 29, they would be only till 28. So that's why they have already mentioned this. So this was a bit relief at that time. Note that the number of days per month can be represented like so. That's the thing. Now let us go towards the explanation of this. No, one thing is left. That is constraint. So for here constraint, the format is given, and Alice and Bob arrival dates are earlier than or equal to the leaving date. So that is the only thing, and it is not a leap year. So these are the constraints. So yeah. Let us move towards the explanation of the question, means intuition behind the same. So during the time of contest, what I was doing was, I was just checking for that particular month only. Means basically when I'm given with this 8 month, right, and here also 8 month is there. So in that context, when both of the months are equal, then what I was doing was, I was subtracting this and this, and else in other scenario, then it became much difficult that if common months are not there, right, so then we were required to check that for this month how many days are there in this month, right, from this particular map we were required to check, right, and then subtracting this 15 from this number of days, and same goes for this particular month. That was the thing. And then again one difficulty which came was that how then we will be able to figure out with the intersection of both of these, right? That was another challenge. So rather than doing like this, what we can do is that this arriving time which is being there, what we can do means, because here are 8 is the thing, right? And 15 is the day. So what we can do, from 1 till 8, we can calculate all days. Means calculate all the days which are being there, right? And these are months basically. So in this, how many days are being there till now, that we can calculate, and same goes for this, same goes for this, and same goes for this. So like this, we can calculate all the days till that month, but after that, what we are required to do is, then for that intersection part, now it becomes much easier. So we can do, means from whenever these days will be starting, from by comparing these number of days with this, and then these number with this, and this with this. Like this, we will be easily able to figure out with the intersection of days, and then that would become our plus point to calculate the intersecting days at which Alice and Bob were residing there. So that's why we will how we will be approaching this question is, first thing is that we will be converting our days which are being there from char to integer. That was the first thing. Then second thing, calculating the total number of days which are there as TD, that is total number of days, that would be done. And the third point would be, as per the increasing order, that how we can do, then according to that we will be calculating the intersecting days. Calculate intersecting days. So this is a thing which we will be doing here. So the thing is that in all these scenarios, we will be storing something, right? So that's why our space complexity will become here. Means space complexity will be order of n. Not rather order of n, but it would be this only. So it becomes order of 31. So I am saying 31, order of 12 basically. So our space complexity is order of 12. And this time complexity that we need to calculate here, that would be, we are converting this from this to this, means it is somehow order of n only, but let us check that how it goes on. So now let me show you how to code this particular question. So yeah, in this question, how we are required to code this particular scenario is like this. The thing is, this is the starting one, right? So first thing is that we are calculating for the number of days. So here we will be calculating the number of days which are being there, right? And how we are calculating that I've already told. So for the month, we are calculating by S1 of 0 and then adding up in the same. Means basically just for the part, for completing that 08 part and 10 part. So for that purpose only we are doing like this. And for the date also same for this part. So this is the common part, how we convert the 2-digit char, basically how we convert these particular to a number in that sense. And then here we are calculating the number of days. We are directly starting from that month, and first we are decrementing, means not checking for just that month, and we are going ahead that whatever number of days are there in that will be going and then subtracting from there, and then we will be starting, means at the end when we end this loop, then we will be returning the number of days. Basically, how many number of days are being there till that month, that we are checking out at this moment of time. So this is the thing. And then according to this only we will be able to calculate for all 4 of the instances, that is when we arrived and when we left, for that particular how many days are spent till now, that we will be able to calculate by this. Now comes the next part, that how we are required to return our final answer. So for returning our final answer, we are basically starting from I equal to 0 till 370, because we know that there are total 360 days, right? 360 or up and down in that particular sense. So there could be some up and downs also in our means how many never mind number of days which are being there, but some up or downs could be there. So in that context only, at max we are taking that as 370. So in that sense, we are checking that till this particular, if this is the range which is being there, means if my first total number of days which are being calculated, if that is less than equal to I, right? If that I is basically less than equal to A2 and then B1 is less than equal to I and I is basically less than equal to B2, then in that scenario only we will be able to figure out that there is some intersection, right? So in that context only, we will be incrementing our answer that these are the common number of days which are being there, and then at the end we will return our answer when this if condition gets when we are able to figure out for this particular that now till 370 we are able to do it, and then we will be returning our answer. So according to all this scenario, we can directly say that this is order of 1 only because it is just 370, but all things got into this particular, but this also somehow becomes order of 1 only because at max it will go till order of 12, right, for the number of months. So in that scenario only it will be the 1. So in that context our time complexity is basically order of 1 and the space complexity is also order of 1. So this was all for this particular solution, and yeah, so let us head over to the second question in second video. So this was all. Thank you.